So you want to learn how to reprogram your mind because you finally realize that your current programming is not taking you on the trajectory towards where you want to go. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you a powerful technique known as quantum jumping that will help you narrow the gap between how you're currently showing up in life and how you want to be showing up in life. Now, this is the first time you're watching one of my videos. My name is Mo Salim, and my mission is to elevate human consciousness. Consciousness is awareness, and the first thing I want to bring your awareness to is the beautiful gift of neuroplasticity. Now, this is your brain's ability to rewire itself to create new neural circuits in reflection to a new experience. And neuroplasticity can take place no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, no matter your situation, no matter your circumstance. As long as you are a human being, you have the ability to rewire your brain and create a new state of mind. Okay, so when we talk about making this personal transformation, it all starts with new information, because before that you don't even know that you don't know. Okay, you are unaware. You are a leaf blowing in the wind that doesn't even know what programs he's running, because those programs have been fed by you. They have not been chosen by you. They have been programmed into you, and how you think, how you act, and how you feel is a result of the external environment. But once you get that new information, realizing that you are the conscious creator of your experience, then you can go ahead and begin trying to consciously install these new programs that will help you become the person that you see yourself as capable of being. So it all starts with changing how you think. It all starts with getting exposure to new information, to new knowledge, and that helps you rewire your brain and begins to change the way that you go about everyday life. Right? So your prefrontal cortex is the most highly evolved part of the human brain. It's what separates us from every other organism out there. It's what helps us process this three-dimensional reality that we're going through right now. And when we're exposed to new information, your prefrontal cortex begins to rewire itself in accordance with this new information that has been acquired. Now, you know that thinking is not enough, because you can't just I've gone through this a lot, where I've been reading through a lot of different books, exposing myself to a lot of different videos, courses, and just reading and acquiring and just consuming all this new information, feeling so good about it. But information without implementation equals mental masturbation. And like I said, I've gone through that a lot, and we really have to make the shift from thinking to doing. Okay? From intellectually understanding something to instinctually experiencing the event associated with that new information, right? So we go from the prefrontal cortex, which is the intellectual part of our mind, towards our limbic system, which is the emotional part of our mind, right? It's the part that is present in a lot of mammals. In all mammals, it's the mammalian part of the brain. It's the part of our brain that is actually associated with feeling. Okay, so Dr. Joe Dispenza, who I definitely recommend you check out his books, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, You Are the Placebo, Becoming Supernatural. I'll link out to them below. But he says that thoughts are the language of the mind and emotions are the language of your body. Okay, so until you actually do something with this new information that leads to a new experience, that causes you to experience new emotions, that is when you begin to embody that new information, that new knowledge, and actually begin to bring your mind and body into alignment. Because I'm sure that you have experienced a situation where you know what to do, but you still don't do what you know, and that is because your mind and your body are functioning in opposition. Intellectually, you know you're supposed to do something, but bodily, you have been conditioned to feel like doing something else, and that is where self-sabotage exists. All right, so we have to take that information and implement it towards where we get a new experience that leads to new emotions, and our body begins to reflect that new information as well, and our limbic system begins to rewire itself as well. All right, So when we begin taking consistent action, we obviously know that one time you do something is not enough. We have to keep doing it. We have to repeat, and repetition is the mother of mastery. And the more you repeat it, the more you familiarize yourself with it, it goes into the cerebellum, which is your intuitive part of your brain, all right? So you go from thinking to doing to being it, where it just becomes a habitual part of who you are, where it becomes harder not to do something than to do something, okay? And this of course comes from repetition to the point where it just becomes who you are, to the point where you have experienced this reprogramming, and now you are on that trajectory towards where you want to go, all right? So now you're probably wondering that, what about this whole quantum jumping technique? What about this powerful technique that will completely change everything for me? Because thinking, doing, and being, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's like the cause and effect model of reality, all right? It's the Newtonian model of reality. And of course, I want to help you transcend that level of reality and enter into the quantum model of reality, all right? So I want to go from experiencing an emotion associated with an external event to conquering and taking control of your inner environment, so that you are no longer a product of your environment, but the environment is a product of you. And this is really shifting from the cause and effect Newtonian model of reality into causing and effect of the quantum reality. And this is where we get into quantum jumping, okay? So we skip the doing part and we go directly from thinking to being, okay? So this is really where we let go of our 5 emotions that keep us plugged into this physical reality and tap into our 6th sense of creative imagination that helps us tap into the quantum field. Now the quantum field is the electromagnetic information structure that contains all the scripts and all the sceneries of everything that ever was, everything that ever will be, and everything that is, okay? And this is the phenomenon of infinite parallel realities, and understand that the reality in which you are the most healthy, wealthy, and wise version of yourself, it already exists, and it's just a matter of tapping into it with your creative imagination. So the process of quantum jumping involves getting into a relaxed position, going deep into your mind, relaxing your body, and beginning to embody the emotions that are associated with a future experience that you want to move towards, all right? So if you want to, for example, make more money, quantum jumping would involve the process of you experiencing the event in your mind's eye to the point where you see it on your bank account and you imagine how it would make you feel, all right? So your thoughts send out an electrical signal to the quantum field, and your emotions, how you feel, send out a magnetic signal to the quantum field, where the events begin being drawn back to you. So if you can begin to embody the vibration associated with this future experience, if you can develop the gratitude of this experience being present in the quantum field, then you will begin to raise your vibration, and you can actually, once you get out of that, you are already over there, whereby you shift from the Newtonian model, where it's like you have new knowledge, you do something new with it, and then you be the new experience as a result of that. You go into being it, and then once you're already on that level, then doing it becomes that much more easy, because it's already a natural byproduct of being that version of yourself. And then having the result is a result. Having the result is a result, but then you're able to have that experience in your reality that much faster as well. And if you practice this every single day, if you just sit down and creatively visualize your future experience that you strive to move towards, and not only visualize it in your mind, but experience the emotions associated with that, it will completely change your life, okay? And if this sounds kind of airy-fairy to you, if it sounds kind of out there to you, I would recommend you check out some studies. I'll link out to them below as well. But they've done studies on this, where there was one group of basketball players who practiced shooting hoops every single day. Another group of basketball players practiced in their mind, and then at the end of like 21 days, both of them had like very close, similar accuracy, all right? And they've also done studies on professional pianists, I think that's how you say it, the people who play the piano. And there've been one group who was practicing physically, another group was practicing in their mind, and what they found was, under putting those guys who were practicing in their mind under an fMRI machine where they were looking at those brain scans, they found that there was actually new neural circuits wired into their brains, right? So the greatest gift of this human experience is the potential for creative imagination to tap into the quantum field and create anything that you want, right? But the secret really lies in experiencing the emotions of thinking the thoughts associated with this future event before it actually happens, so that you can shift from cause and effect, whereby you're waiting for something to happen and then you feel grateful about it, but you shift into the quantum model where you are grateful about it because it already exists, and then the event will begin to become drawn towards you as a result of it. All right, so this is the new model of reality. This is the shift that we're making from cause and effect to causing an effect, and I hope that you actually implement this stuff because it has the power and potential to change your life. And this is something that I strive towards more as well. As I've seen the results go into my life, obviously it motivates me even more to sit down every single day and take out time for my ideal future so that I can live into it right now. And of course, you will only do and experience that which you implement. All right, so I hope that you implement it, and I hope that this has been valuable for you. If it has, click the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, click the subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, and I'm putting out new videos like this every single day. So let me know in the comments whether you've heard about quantum jumping before, yes or no, and whether you will actually take action on it, yes or no. Let me know in the comments. With all that being said, this has been Mo Salim, and I'll see you soon.